they should be, because you are doing his part of the job. Is that fair enough, guys? Because it's your contact, man. And then you have to work out what is fair for you. Because you already opened the lubang for him, you know. Your friend, let's say all these are your friends, right? They already agreed they want you for the training fee. Because you already pay them under table accordingly. Understand? So you ask David, you just approach them, how do you get up? And what about he used his own contact, not your contact? What's a normal cut or training fees he wants to pay you?
So the training fees have standard or depends on the training?
Okay, I just tell you, this is the part that we slowly talk about. Few things. The first one is, depends on your type of training, your fees will be different. Let's start with the lowest and most basic way of running soft skills training. Team building. Team building, don't be surprised they pay you 100 ringgit per day, or 200 ringgit a day, to 500 ringgit a day, or maybe some people will still insist on 3,000 like me. I don't care. Because why? I don't care what program, my fees is per day basis. So that's one way, which team building is the lowest form for 1 day training. Then you have what we call those standard basic supervisory skills. You're training either operator or junior exec level. That one can be anything between 800 to 1,005. That's usually the pay. So even 800 to 1,005 means even though you're an experienced trainer, very experienced, but because it's only supervisory skill, they won't pay you a lot. They pay you 1,005. So someone like me, if they ask, they want me to run the training, you pay so much. I'm really not interested to hear whether the standard is low or not. I don't care. So most of the time, my competitors will have a better advantage in terms of pricing over me, which is fine because I don't plan to do that. So I'm also telling you, as you mature, as you have more experience, don't do those basic programs where others can do. You understand? Because it's of no advantage to you. I'm talking about soft skills training. I'm not talking about technical training like Six Sigma and all those things. Because if you go to technical training, it's got its own industry pricing. You do Microsoft Excel training, right? Microsoft themselves, if it's a certified training, already got a fixed price if you want. Like now they're doing like 350, 400 for the training per max per day, you know, right? So you usually get about, you as a trainer, market rate, even if you're new, because it's technical, it doesn't matter your age, right? It's technical, you know or don't know anymore. They must still pay you anything between 500 to 1,002 at least. See? So technical got industry based, right? You train on forklift, it's a different story. You train on how to operate, I don't know, how to split an atom. Wow, I don't know how much you work. Another story. But HRDC don't care. They don't care what you train. Their guide is only in-house, 1K a day. Internal, 1K a day. In-house, 6K. Public, 1,003 per person. That's all. They don't care you talk what story or that. That's your problem between you and your client. So wait, so senior training, which what management level and above. At least 2K lah, yes or no? At least 2K lah. Senior management training. 2K, and sadly to say, if you're still relying on HRBC, very hard to get more than 3K because I already reached that level. You cannot do anymore. Why? Because the maximum claim is 6K. The HRBC, the training provider is your partner. How can I increase my fees? If I increase my fees, who will be getting less? They will, because it's not coming out from the client. The client already 6K max already. They paid 6K all this while. So now the only way I get more is at his expense, which is either way it's not fair. Very rarely they'll be so stupid to go and let you take 4, 5K, they only take 1K. Does that make sense? It will make sense, right? Unless it's my client, his job is just go and service it. Listen up, there is a market rate. Market rate is your guy, maybe it's your father's company, you call it Lubang and all those things, right? His job is just go there and fulfill the requirement and make the claim. You do everything else, right? He should only take about 20 to 30% max for doing all the dong thing. Fair enough? Yeah, because you already played the role of getting the client. Getting the client in is the toughest part, understand? You are the trainer, sorry to say, no big deal. I also want to say very big deal, but no big deal. You being the best trainer in town, doesn't mean jack if no one is telling you. Understand, guys? So you do need to have training providers, good training providers to work. Otherwise, you sell yourself. But as a trainer, you sell yourself, does it look good or not? Not so good. You do marketing is fine, You do marketing, branding makes sense, But you go and cold call people, hi, I'm Gerald Gong, I provide sales training, are you guys interested? When can I make an appointment to see you? Don't you think that one you parify yourself? Yeah, you parify yourself, right or not? So you never do that. You work smart lah. You brand yourself, then make people willing to pay more. If you go and brand, you go and market yourself, the client will see you, they only pay you 3K also one. So you are playing the role of the salesperson, you're also playing the role of the training provider, but you only get 3K. Penang got a lot of people like this one. Cheapskate people. Sorry, anyone from Penang? Yeah. My mom is from Penang. They are very stingy one, I don't know why. Penang, a lot of funny trainers, right? They market themselves at 1,000, 2,005 because they are the training provider, they are one-man show, they are the salesperson, they do everything. To them, in Penang, if one man can do 6 to 8 days, right, got about, maybe about 10, 12, 50K, 50K, they are super happy in Penang because every day they eat char kway teow and so on. Or laksa. I don't know. So they are idiots who go and spoil the market. And don't ever let me find out you are my participant and you go and spoil market out there. I tell you, when I see other trainers, I don't know where to dig a hole and hide my head also. Clear so far?
Yeah.
Okay?
So you said maximum is 6K per day. But I understood that you said that it's 1,000, you can have 35 participants and it's 1,003 per day maximum.
That's for public, brother.
Is this considered as public?
Can you
Okay, wait. You don't seem to understand what's public. Public is what? Okay, all of you guys, I don't work in Sony, you work in Sony. Okay, you work in Dorset. All of you are employees of Dorset, GM, director, blah, 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 director of blah, blah, blah. All of you work in Dorset. How many of you guys? 14, right? So you invite Gerald Kong to come and run a training on negotiation for 2 days. How much is the claim?
6.
What type of training is this called?
In-house.
In-house. Get it, understand?
But here it's not like what we do now. It's
Wait, don't jump the gun. Are we clear so far? That's called in-house.
So, okay,
Does it matter is at the client's venue or we go to another hotel? It doesn't matter. Because I'm not paying for the hotel. If you want to change the venue from Dorset Hatamas to Dorset KL or Dorset Johor, you want me to go down, you pay for my air ticket, you arrange everything, I go down there, you go down there. So that's it. I'm not interested.
One day is 6,000, right?
1 day 6K max. Get it, Stefan?
I'm asking picture. So this is, you mean an in-house training done by an external trainer. The external trainer will be able to ask the maximum 6K.
Yes.
But the training provider still need to do, so you need a fee part of it.
So the 6K, you decide how you divide it between.
But okay, it's 6K maximum, and then you have to find a way to share with the training provider.
Yes.
Right? And honestly, I guess not many people ask for 6K. I suppose the market, what's typically
Depends on the type of training. Depends on how they sell.
But, so when we are mentioning that some people do team building for 200 ringgit per day, it's per participant or per...
No, it's per day. That's it.
So people are waiting for that.
Yeah.
So that 6,000 is per day or
Per day.
So if they have 100 packs participants,
Cannot. I already told you maximum is 35. You cannot run a team building with 100 people there. You need 3 trainers. Each trainer is 35. And they need to see room being partitioned. That one get very technical already. That one is more on how to claim and all those things. The training provider will advise you to do this type of thing. I don't do this type of nonsense. I don't do team building anymore. I used to for fun, but now I don't do it anymore. So if you ask me things right, I may not give you the right answer. I'm not stopping you from doing team building. I'm not saying it's rubbish. When I first started off, I wanted as much experience as possible. I did it. I enjoyed it at the time. But now I have kids. Weekends are very precious to me. So I don't do that anymore. Understand? So unless you say there was full of girls in a nudist beach in Maldives, Gerald, are you willing to go? We only pay you 1K a day. Now I pay you 1K also. Understand? Right now. Hey, you don't laugh. What if it's all the 6-pack muscle men and you're a lady trainer? Maybe you want, then you see our friend laughing at it. She wants to go for this type of training for free. You pay also for free. So I'm serious not? Clear so far? 6K. 6K.
So it's in hours by external 6K,
Yeah.
35 participants
Maximum.
Now it's the one that you can ask 1,003.
Okay. Now, this program in-house or public? Required?
Not the same company.
There's minimum two companies here. Yes?
Yes.
Minimum two companies. And that's the case. Only who are colleagues? You and Dinesh are colleagues, right? Now? The rest are. But then there's someone got these two. Father and son team. Father and son team. I don't know, I'm gay partner or father, I don't know. So clear so far?
Okay. Minimum 2 companies.
So now it's technically 1,003 per day. Yes or no?
How many people are
Same.
Dragon
Minimum
Brothers.
5, maximum 35. Yeah? Now, my dear friend, definitely I'm not getting 1,003 a day because you're not paying 1,003 per day, you know, yes or no?
Yeah.
You are not. You're not. You're paying for stupid TTT is 2,788 fixed. So for this program, I'm not getting paid a lot. I'm not getting paid a lot.
So, and again, I don't want you to reveal your, but typically, so let's say
3K a day.
3K
a day. So for 5 days,
20% for
I'm
the service
only
provider.
getting 15K, that's it, for this program.
And for per participant, you have 15K for the 5 days. So it's 300 per
No, you see, wait, just get this straight. Because I'm not in charge of the marketing. Okay? So whether today got 5 packs or today got 20 packs, I still get paid the same thing. Understand? Because it's not my effort. I'm not doing sales. I'm doing training. So doing training as a trainer, whether you got how many packs is not my problem. Understand?
Okay.
I always hope that there are only 7, 8 people, so that by 12 o'clock I can go home. Right now. But I don't know why so many of you came. And most of my classes are almost 20. In fact, remember supposed to have 16?
Yeah.
2 persons died, I think they died. Thank God they died. Otherwise, this class will not end about 4:35 one, you know. By the time you give feedback, more people, more questions, ding, ding, dong, more evaluation, then if officers don't really come, but should they ever come, they will drag the thing asking more questions. So clear so far, 1,003?
Yeah, but the thing is, if I understand well, when you start having different providers and a way of working with them, you can have some like fixed price that you negotiate with them.
For me, my style is this my fees. I don't give different pricing because you know why? They may talk.
So for
The minute he discovered that I give a better price, he gets offended, he will just ignore me. He won't tell me in the face. Malaysians, they won't tell you straight in the face one, you know. They will just ignore you because there are other trainers to sell to, right? Why must he waste his time and energy to kind of negotiate with me? He won't. Unless he really needs me badly, I'm that good that his client wants me, then maybe. So therefore, I also do not want to keep what we call buku lima, a book, right? To say this one, I quoted this one, and start to do all this funny thing because what? I'm not an FMCG, yes or no? FMCG, you can do all this promo thing lah. But otherwise, I only keep 2 tier of pricing. To be honest, I only have 2 tier. Those who have marketed me for more than 5 years will get a 10% discount, which means only 2,007 for them. Those who are new training providers is 3K. Simple. So I won't mess up my brain and say the wrong thing to offend wrong person. Because they are my potential partners or partners. I don't want to piss my partners off. Even if I think I'm damn good, I still need them to sell. If they don't sell, I just remain damn good to myself. Okay, that's all.
And how many training providers, if it's not a personal question, how many training providers do you have helping you bring in business?
Okay, I'm in a very special position which you will not be one. Because why? I was with training.com. Now I'm still with training.com, but I'm no longer exclusive to them. Last time we were exclusive to them. Why? They give us so many training days until we have to reject. And they give us so many days, although it's not written as exclusive, we are as good as exclusive. We have no time to accept other people, other training providers' job. But there was some management issue which I'm not going to reveal. It's nothing to do with me, but they are internally had some battles. They pissed the own salespeople off. So they came out and started their own little companies. Because a salesperson have access to the clients directly, have direct relationship. It's an agency. The boss of training.com didn't realize that. So they got pissed off. They came out on their own. They had 60 over people. So at any one time now, you can say there are about 15 to 16 training providers marketing me. Or you can also say that they are basically the same company. You understand what I'm saying? Because those days it's the same people who market me, but they belong to one company called training.com. Now they come out and register their own company and they are talking to me. So nothing has changed really. So you can say 16 company markets me or 20 company markets me, or you can say that they are all training.com technically. You get what I'm saying? So that one has no bearings towards your success or failure as a trainer. Let me tell you that. You just need to find a few, like 3 to 4 training providers that's trustworthy and work well with you, and you go out with them to sell programs together, show them how it's sold once and twice. You get it done, they will trust you. And I do not know how many days are you willing to dedicate for training. I don't know. I really don't know. How many days can you take leave for? I don't know. I can't answer on your behalf. Is it legal or not to do that? As far as your employment contract is concerned, I can't answer for you. You decide for yourself. Okay? But never do anything behind your company. You look very bad. You look super bad. As a trainer, because it's quite public, right? Eventually your boss will know. Come on, you will know, but you're not doing secret training right now. Right now, some videos have been recorded, some photos have been taken, some Facebook photos will go up. Eventually, it will flow to your company, someone.
Let's say in my position, I register as a trainer. My company, they will, let's say my info will expose to the public. They can get my info.
So you sure die? Your boss will screw you upside down and sack you and throw you back to Semenanjung, Malaysia. You cannot survive in Sabah and Sarawak. Check your employment contract, that's what I'm saying. Don't do anything like you're hiding because you feel happy, is it? No, it's not worth it. Right? You do it openly. Ask your boss, tell your boss, sit down and tell your boss why you want to do such a thing. Right? It's not about money, it's about passion. You say it's about passion. I want to do this, I want to give to people. And boss, I don't mind even you ask me to train our own internal staff for free. I don't mind this opportunity because to me it's quite good. Show that you're a very positive person, you're very willing to give to people. Not, I want money because you pay me rubbish, boss. I do things I want to, and if I do so well, I won't work with you anymore. I cannot take your face anymore. You won't say that, right? Even if it's true. Yes or no? So, never do behind people's back. Yes, Asri.
So for internal, in-house and public training, the numbers is between 5 to 35.
Always one. Always one.
That's on
But as a trainer, I'm telling you, most of my program, I say if you put more than 15 people there, it's not effective. I don't want that. Really, it's like imagine now you double the class, you double the class, you put 30 people here. You think it's going to go very well? You think I'm so free to answer all the questions? Because time will eventually be up. So cannot, you don't do this kind of thing. And you know what? If I split people economically and financially, I can do double the class. I'm not being money-minded here, but it makes sense. Sometimes you need to get paid in order to put in the time and effort, right? You're not doing it for favors, right? You do this profession, you're a professional trainer. Professional means what? You're good or not good is another story. Which means you get payment to do what you're supposed to do. Professional photographer means what? You charge for a skill that everybody claim they have. That's the only difference. Yeah? Now I'm going to tell you something now. I'm going to tell you why there will be challenges and how to overcome them. Yeah? Let's talk about the first challenge that you will probably have is this. Paperwork. How many of you here hates paperwork? Raise your hand. Hates paperwork. Okay? But you see, there are people there who loves paperwork. So therefore, the truth is, most people don't like it, but there are some people who prefers paperwork than to stand in front than to train. Let's accept that. It's fine. So paperwork for people is this. Some people love to be trainers. It means they like what? They like the limelight. They like standing in front. They like connecting with people. But they hate doing the paperwork. That's why they fail to be a trainer. Now I'm telling you this because I did a survey in the year 2001. Remember the second lockdown was a very uncertain lockdown?
Yes.
It was like wasting time. So instead of wasting time, I did a research. I sent out surveys to 642 people, out of which only 417 responded. The questions, most of it, if not all, are regarding whether they are now a successful trainer or not. Because I trained a lot of people. You think one class got, let's say, 10 people. 1 month only one class. And 1 year, let's say I need to do 10 classes. So you can do the math, right? So 1 year, 100, right? So 12 years is how many? 1,200, yes or no? And don't forget, I also train the trainer in Singapore for the organization called BNI. Alright? So now, in saying that, I send out surveys. I want to check why is it that the people that I train, I don't see them active in as a trainer. Not only a handful are only successful. So one of it, they say that, Gerald, we love to, we are Toastmaster people too. Some of them, and most of them are Toastmaster guys. They love to talk one, But when you ask them to do paperwork as a trainer, what are the paperwork? Training outline is paperwork, right? Profile is paperwork, right? Some more? Attendance sheet is not not you. It's the training provider. But you as a trainer must provide what? Your profile. You must provide what? Your course outline. This one must go out first. When the program is confirmed, you need to run the program. You need to have session plan, paperwork. You need to have manual, paperwork. You need to have slides, paperwork. Yes or no? These 5 alone, a lot of people will be pissed off. They don't like it. So only those who didn't raise their hand just now, you will tolerate this and do it. You need paperwork. Doesn't matter HRDC claim or not, you need paperwork. Otherwise, how to sell? Agree or disagree? So this is the first problem. The second problem is, a lot of people, why are they not successful? Because no one pushed them, they say. No one pushed them. Trust me, I hope this doesn't happen to this class. After 1 year, more than half of you, in fact, 3/4 of you will not be accredited yet. Please prove me wrong. I'll be damn happy when I'm wrong. Because at the moment, this is exactly the case. We ask, how come you're not accredited yet? You haven't? They say, yeah, because I don't know, I'm very busy. But I say, when you came for my training, you wanted to be a trainer, right? Yeah, but to think about it, it's not so easy, and then somehow after the training, during the training, it was so fun, I had like 5 days, got so many friends I made, right? But after a while, we got disconnected, we hardly see each other, maybe just drop a message. In fact, the chat group that we created, these 2 days may be quite active, because we post photo. Then you will die off already. You will come back alive when you'll get your cert. After that, it's perpetually dead. Maybe once a while, 1 or 2 person post, I don't know, whatever sharing, in which you probably put thumbs up there. And not everyone put 14 here, right? Maybe 4 people put thumbs up, the rest all don't know what, die. I don't agree or disagree? Yeah, because no one pushed them. In this program, I've been pushing you, right? But in your real life, no one push you, no one mentor you, no one coach you, nothing. So you're all alone. Therefore, they say no one kick me, therefore I don't work. Some people are like that. The third reason is they don't have partnership. No partnership. Partnership means what, They don't have someone to sell them. They don't have the sales partner. That's where the problem is. The sales partner is missing. They never got around to look for the training provider. They only hear me talk money. I don't mind telling you, you asked me so many questions just now, right? Sadly, you ask for fun money, guys. You want to bet or not? You're only asking for fun money, for now only. Because when you go back, life happens. Why? Because training is not like the best paying job in the world. You got other things, you got bills to pay, you got other priorities in life, you got other things where money comes better one. So there's no real reason to go and look for partnership. Alright? Probably by 4 months from now, you cannot remember 1,003 and 6,000 anymore. You're not doing it right. You won't remember and you're just writing down for fun only. Really. And by the time you look at your notes, right, you realize that maybe this is not relevant anymore. Maybe they already changed because of inflation. You will start telling yourself, all these evil thoughts will start to come out, That's partnership. Number 4. Okay? You don't have program. You know, to some people, after training you all how to design a module, right? After 1 year, still don't have a program, never got to do it. Just never. The only thing you designed was the 15 minutes training. You never got to do a program. That's why you don't dare to go for your accreditation. And always say what? No time, no time, no time, no time, busy, busy, busy. You procrastinate. The other P is procrastinate. That's the biggest P among all these things. You procrastinate. Namai. Christmas is coming here and this quarter I'm very busy. So the whole quarter gone already. Next quarter you'll be free. No, just started. I got New Year resolution. I must do other things. Oh, Chinese New Year coming. You Muslim? Yeah, but I celebrate Muhiba. And the Chinese guy will tell you the same thing. They will say, Chinese New Year, I'm Chinese, I have to celebrate. Then they say, Muhiba, Raya, we have to celebrate also. Right? And the Christian will say, I'm Easter. I eat the egg, eat the chocolate egg. Whatever. You will fly, guys. Then next thing you know, it's Posaman. Oh, don't need. Posaman, don't need. You get me? Oh, Posaman is a good time to think. That time only I develop program. It will not happen, guys. So, Tarak program. Then the fifth one. You realize that your cert, your HRDC cert, is a very plain cert, which means very basic cert. You realize there are 20 over 1,000 Malaysians and some foreigners, including like Stefan, all that, also got the cert one. No big deal, nothing to shout about. It's not like a differentiator in the market for you. You cannot go around and celebrate all these things, right? Last time when people get cert, they post on Facebook very happy, got people congratulate them. Now you do that, man. The reply in the chat, oh, you also got it, finally. It's like, so slow one, are you? Now only you got. It's as plain as that. You go overseas, don't say very far. Don't say Sabah, Sarawak. That time overseas not counted. You go to Singapore, you tell them, I'm a HRDC certified trainer. Sorry, HSBC? What is that? What HRDC? They don't know. They don't know that. You don't believe you do the survey now yourself. Even Malaysians don't know what is even.
Yes.
Then number 6. The other challenge is
because of the egg, who cares?
Oh, this one is a very big challenge for a lot of people. Why? Because now that you got the cert right, you go back, you realize that, why nothing much really happening? No lah. Even if I'm a trainer, I think I wouldn't grow. You know why? You are right. You wouldn't grow as a trainer. Let me tell you why. I've reached my max already. Max means how many days can I do in a month? Let's say 20. Let's say 20. And in fact, 20, if you do 20 this month, next month you can't do 21. You know why? Not because you're tired. It's because there will be some holiday somewhere, some schedule. Okay, December, besides team building, do you think there will be a lot of training? No. Why? Annual dinner, people on holiday. So you don't. Let's talk about 2024. January next year, you think a lot of training or not?
No.
Yeah.
God. Because Chinese New Year is in February. Alright? Still God. But normal years don't have one. Depends when Chinese New Year is. So January got training. Let's say, wow, a lot, man. Gerald, come talk about Shunzu to kick off the year. God. 20 days, When it comes to February, you will have what holiday? You will have, first is Wilayah Day, holiday. Taipusam Day. Alright? And 28 days only. Minus weekends off. Minus Chinese New Year. Probably 10 working days only.
Normally, yeah.
Yeah, normally. No one will do training. Come on.
Everyone on leave.
Everybody on leave. So February gone already. Comes March next year.
Good thing like that.
Wasa when?
Next year,
April, right?
April.
Let's say March jadi still got training. April gone already. In fact, I plan my holidays. That's the time I will probably go overseas because no training, man. Don't bother. So if you take all this God 9, God 9, am I right to say you only average, you divide everything, you have only about 120 to 140 days a year of training. Which means you're averaging between 10 to 12 days a month, yes or no? That's all, man, guys. If you're like me, you max at 3K per day max. So if you do 10 days, 30K a month. Now I know to some of you maybe it's a lot, but the feeling that it will never grow is the one that's disturbing, yes or no? Because you realize there's no personal growth. No personal growth. And also no protection, no protection, the other thing here. No protection. What do I mean by protection? Let's say this is my good friend. He come for this training. He likes my Shunzu training. He said, Gerald, can I train your Shunzu training? Can you give me your lesson plan? And let's say I give him. And then he becomes a very good trainer. What do I get from this arrangement? Hey guys, what do I get? For teaching? Nothing. When he trains behind my back, will I ever know? I would know. Maybe I can hear but generally I don't know. Even I know, so what can I do to him? Sue him, is it? I can't.
Get crushed.
So I don't grow by training him. But I know that if I don't train people, I will never grow. And therefore there's no protection for my intellectual property, especially in Malaysia. So that's it. These are the 6 key reasons. Some people say 7. Why people are not growing as a trader. That's why they don't grow. So I choose to tell you this now because I've taken your money. You already finished the program. But this is the reality of things. Sad or not? Sad, huh? Sad, huh? Too bad. Doesn't make you rich. You want a solution?
Yes.
To be honest, I'm not tricking you all. These were the survey problems that came to me. I need to overcome all these things. Otherwise, I also feel it's meaningless to continue. So one of the things that you're not good at paperwork, right? Who's good at paperwork? She says she's okay. You make her into a partner. In this program, you can find partners. But let's say no lah, very casual, meet for 5 days. Fine. That's why I developed an advanced trainer. In advanced trainer is to overcome this problem. How? We pair people up according to their strength and also weaknesses. Right? Let's say 3 of you are paired together. 1 of you are very good in paperwork, which is for you, right? With my assistant as well. You come up with paperwork, right? Session plan, all that very fast. It's your skill. Some people are born with a skill. So paperwork is taken care of. Why? In the advanced trainer, you have people who are paired that way. Who are going to push you? Your 2 other partners plus me is going to kick you. The way we push you is, hey, if you want a diploma, sorry, if 2 give, you don't give, both of you will attack her and I will also attack her. And the whole group of the class also keep insulting her until she submits one, Because we are delayed because of 1 person. So that 1 person needs to be accountable one. That's how pushing is done. But then we push it in a positive way, it becomes motivation. We also, you see, my class after a while, you realize, right, being nasty is quite boring already. Because you know that's a joke. So after a while, people also tell you nicely, hey, Shima, can you please complete it? Because all of us are waiting. So then you are pushed. The partnership means these are the ones that we introduce, training providers that I personally work with, and the network of people that I personally work with. In advanced trainer, we do have quarterly meets up for all our advanced trainer participants, which means they already passed this TTT. They are very serious in training one. They meet together is to talk about opportunities. You met Top Love. So who are you meeting there? Okay, which training provider you're using? Boleh pakai one? Can? Okay, then we go. They are talking about collaboration in terms of partnership. That's what we do. That's what we provide for them. Program, they don't have, right? Can. Program, right? It works this way. You are very good. Your program, let's say the Shunzu program is very popular, right? I will work with you. Please tell me your condition of working together. Must pay you loyalty. Every time must pay. But what if I go behind your back? Not so easy. You know why? In people who attend advanced trainer, they are preparing their syllabus to work with universities to issue diplomas as well. So that now every Shunzu program that he's been running will issue diplomas to the participants. So if I take his program and run, can. but I cannot issue diplomas. So the value now and the protection, this one, back to this, is taken care by diplomas. Because when he run, he's the master trainer, he's the one who came up with the IP, that one got diplomas. Whereas I copy him one, don't have. Unless I have to go to the hassle of negotiating with the university. Not to say cannot, can, but it's a barrier. Creating barrier. Plain right is no longer a plain cert because it's a diploma from UK. We also work in US, but now it's UK. So with that, my dear friends, that's why advanced trainer exists. If you guys are serious, very simple. The cost is 1,300 ringgit per day because it's a public program. Yes or no? Times 5 days is 6,500. That's the cost of it. But for those people who express serious intention to attend, you only pay 5K, which is 1K a day. And for those of you who you're not taking from your pocket, your company is the one paying for you, right? You don't attend, you bodoh lah kau. Really? Because if you don't use that money for, you know what your company and HR is going to do? Team building. You don't believe me? You watch.
Yes.
Come on. I'm not saying this to make you feel shit or whatever. I'm just telling you the truth, guys. That's how company waste their money to do team building. What do you get? Nothing. You only get this plain cert that everybody has. So, my dear friends, as trainer, always remember that you charge more is because once you take people's money, you better do the work. And that's called being professional. And I like to end this program now, officially, by doing a few things. First of all, I like to give this book to Farah as promised. Alright, so Farah, come to the front. Let's get this book. This has got nothing to do with training. This was in my journey as an asset management business. Yeah, that sign you see, you got some more. Dear Farah. Dear Farah, with your great personality and attitude in learning, the road ahead will definitely be pretty, and that is not a lie. Okay?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, let's give a big round of applause. Thank you. Yeah. So I'd like to end with a final quote. See, you love to give me quotes since now I give you quotes as well. Especially what cempedak di bawah pinggul. Whoever I train, but you guys will never be as good as I am. Because my expectation is that you'll be better than. So with that, my dear friends, I'd like to call this training to a close. I just want to remind you of a few things. Learning is not a destination, it's a journey. And as you all know, in this program, I have simulated a lot of horrifying experience for you all. Why? Because I don't have any bad intention, because I don't know you before this. Why should I get personal with you right now? So it's a bit of a fun thing. I hope you enjoy it. And if I use any coarse language or you feel offended in any way, please accept my humble apologies. Alright? Actually, I don't mean it right now. But those who believe it will believe it. Whatever. So with that, my dear friends, I wish you all the best in your career. Thank you so much. Yeah?
Thank you.
There are only two simple things to do. One of it is there is an evaluation form with an event ID. I humbly suggest that when you are filling up the form, do also take snapshot of those things. Why? Because that is a sample of evaluation form. You know, your own sample, you want to know, oh, Gerald, is that a sample of evaluation? That's a sample of evaluation form and output assessment. Yeah? Now, you don't have to do it now, but please check you all can see it or not in the group. But make sure you do it by today. The deal is, this happens, if one of you do not evaluate me, your entire cert for everyone in this course will be delayed thanks to you. The previous course, there was one lady forgot to evaluate. So can you please make a note that you evaluate? Otherwise, you won't get your cert. I'm getting my money either way. I don't care. But it's you who will suffer. Thanks to you, other people suffer. Can you please make sure you evaluate? Make a commitment while you're rushing to the airport.